Apexbulletdemon here, bringing you episode 5 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Now, I'm going to quickly explain some changes that are going to be happening with this. Now, I was bringing you this Let's Play on a daily basis, but now I'm going to change that up a little bit. I'm going to extend the length of episodes, but it's not going to be on a daily basis. It's getting a bit hectic for the schedule, running the Let's Play alongside other projects on other games, so that's going to change a little bit there. Basically, what I want to do in episode 5 is carry on building the house and also, carry on mining down there. But yeah, that's the big changes I want to explain. Now, what we need to do is make sure we have what we need. Now, we can put the doors on the house first thing, so that's the first thing to address there. So we're going to get the doors out and get those placed on the house. And then we can put the top on there. As you can see, the house is nearing completion more and more, and we're just going to run a makeshift staircase up here so that we can get access to this top level that we need access onto. You do have to excuse me, I've got a slight bit of a cold, so the voice is a bit croaky, but it shouldn't affect this too much. Now, I also want to just make a quick point that I have changed recording programs, so this may be a little better or a little worse at the moment. I'm just adjusting to the new recording program. Hopefully it is better. Now we do need to get some more wood. Now I think we were short of wood on the last episode. Yep, we do need to go and chop some more trees down. Something I do want to point out, the stream is finally caught up to where it needs to be. So we have a water supply nearby that we're going to move to the garden. Get that done in this episode. Won't take long, so it won't take up too much of the episode. Future direction, as I say, for this Let's Play, it will not be daily, it will be longer episodes, but it's likely to be 2 a week, 3 maximum. So, that fits me a little easier. Not going to stop the Let's Play, but obviously they're going to be longer episodes, but there won't be as many in the week for you guys. Now, also open to a few suggestions on what else to construct alongside the house. I have a few ideas myself, but if you guys want to see me construct a few of your ideas, then leave me some comments for that. Now, we've got our wood again to carry on building with. I'm just going to get back up the top of here. And so once this house is completed, what we will basically be doing is moving our equipment, all our chests and furnaces and so on, and the bed, all into here. And what I am going to do is build a flat roof. They are a little plain and a little unexciting, so we're going to build a steeped roof. Like this. Quickest and easiest way to do this really is pretty much how I'm doing it now. Obviously other people can place blocks a little quicker than me, understandable. Different players have different play styles. Yeah, once the house is done and we've moved all our stuff into it, we can then start to heavily mine down in that mine shaft. And that is obviously going to be our main priority to start getting some really useful resources together. What I do want to may feature in this episode, is some strong creature fighting. Haven't seen too much of that. I do apologise for that, guys. I'll try and fit a lot more of that in. And just finish this roof. There we go, there we have it. The roof is complete. Just going to take the block out that we don't need. Actually, as a matter of fact, we're not going to take that block out. That's going to stay as a part of the roof. Going to kind of have that for our torches to light the house that are going to be mounted on those, which will basically, and there we have that house completely lit. Excuse me. And ready for us to move the items across. First things first is definitely the chest, so we can store the items as we're moving them. Break the chest very quickly. Let's go install our chest to our house. Alright, what we're going to have is the bed across the back there, so we're going to fit the chest in here. For the time being, we will abandon the organisation of items. And with that done, we can then move across the furnaces, the workbench and the bed, and then we'll rest through the night and get on to some heavy mining. Very much about time as well, so we'll get that done. Whoops, we dug out a hole there. We just fit a bit of dirt in there. So all that has been collected and moved. And what we will have is the furnaces in the corner there. And we'll fit the bed in there and the workbench there. Right, what we do need to do is get some sticks out and some cobblestone and rebuild ourselves a stone axe, as we used up our last one. There we have it, one stone axe. Put those resources back in the chest. Now, we are once again in the situation where we are in dire need of food, so that certainly strikes as a problem. And what we'll do about that, excuse me again, is probably gather the bone meal up together and bone meal the garden again for some extra food. Really needs to be enough, or we could be in a little bit of trouble. So we'll just lay down a bigger garden net in here this time round, giving us more food resources. We'll try and use the last of the bone meal for now to gather up as much of that as we can. And there we have it. For now that will have to do. That's all the bone meal we had, bar one, which we may as well not use for now. And we can try and get some bread together now, so we can get 3 pieces of bread together, so that will have to do us for the time being. And there we have it, we have our food bar on maximum, so let's get on with some mining, guys. Should be pretty adventurous. Right, down we go, and away we go with the rest of the mining. Now I apologise for this being a little bit of a slow process. We'll just be mining away a little here, and it's not going to be much else. What I'll try and do is keep it interesting, keep some topics going for you guys. I do believe that very soon a dual project with Catty Ricky could be on the cards. We're actually talking it over the last couple of days, so that could be on the cards for you guys pretty soon, so that could be quite fun to do. You guys definitely should enjoy that one, as Catty Ricky's a pretty big Minecraft player, and a lot of people watch his stuff on there, so that's what's coming in the future. Now again, with this mining, it's always best to go by 2, in case you go by 1, you get a bit narrowed down and a bit of lava comes and you've got no way to navigate, so this gives you a bit of freedom to navigate in case you do hit a bit of lava. And as you can see, we've hit something down here. We've hit some iron, so we'll just like that, and we'll dig out this gravel. Collect the iron that we need. Very useful resource. Again, dig out the gravel. Now, once we've found this, we need to keep mining downwards. We're still pretty high up. Not really where we want to be in terms of finding the likes of redstone, diamonds, gold, etc. So we're going to carry on going down. And that's a technique that you can use, guys. What I've just now decided to speed this process up a little, I'm going to show you the other technique using wooden ladders, which is much faster. So we're going to go up, collect a lot more wood together, and we're going to create some wooden ladders and do things that way to speed this up a lot better. These extra large trees, normally I would, you know, go out of my way to chop them fully down, but don't really need to. I will just do this for now and collect the wood. The other important thing to remember, guys, is that with me doing longer episodes, there will be a lot more going on in the episode, hopefully, so it will compensate for the fact that, you know, I'm not going to be bringing you one every day of the week. I've always excluded weekends from the schedule I was running anyway, so you shouldn't have ever expected any Minecraft Let's Play on weekends realistically. I may have uploaded one on the weekend, but it certainly wouldn't be a long-term thing. So with enough wood collected there, we can put that wood to good use. Certainly got enough for the wooden ladders we need. We will replant some trees in this area at a later point to get it looking normal again. Probably try and run some grass around the house as well to get that looking a bit better. That probably won't be in this particular episode, but later in the series for sure. I'm just going to get these sticks together. Right, and then we can build our ladders. As you can see, we've got 48 ladders, which will take us down around 24 levels, so 24 blocks, should I say. Levels is a bit different term for this game. Just what we're going to do is actually dig out this part here and go down from here. So I'm going to place a light there and away we go. So this is a much quicker way of getting to the level you want to reach. A riskier way, but for the purpose of not trying to drag the reaching the area out too much, I'm just going to do this for you guys. Excuse me. And then when we get down there, we can hopefully find some good resources. Now, as I say, it's always wise not to dig the block you're standing on first. You know, you could fall into lava, anything. Right, we're going to have a check what level we're on. We're on 49, so we're still pretty high up in the long term. What we need to do is make sure we haven't dug down too far. Torch in there and go from here. Now that's one side of our ladders completed. For some reason it doesn't want to allow us to put one on this particular block. Now that would be because of the torch. So we're going to dig that out, place that there, As you can see, we can only go down another 7 blocks at the moment, so we've got to bear that in mind when we're digging. And that's 5 blocks, 6 blocks. Right, we're actually going to go down for here to the time being. I can actually hear some pretty loud creatures down this sort of level, so maybe, just maybe, there's something on this level. Get the ladders completed is the first thing, get that done so that we can climb up. And there we have it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out this way and see if there's anything at all back here. And as you can see, we've come across a little bit of iron. Now the next plan for the house would be to get a path to the garden going, a path to this particular mine shaft going, and get some grass around. So we're going to probably delay the mining for a little bit now when we've collected this iron together, and I'm going to go back up and start some work on some of that, just to break things up a little bit. Instead of seeing the same 2 blocks be broken over and over again, this will just break it up for you guys. Obviously first we need to rest because it's dark and we don't want to be blown up by a creeper when trying to do any of this. So just going to go to sleep for now. We're going to store away what we found down in the shaft for the time being. Apart from the gravel, we're going to use the gravel. Pretty important, the gravel, and we're going to excuse me, we're going to burn the iron that we found. So as you can see, that's that. Right, now with that, we can now close the door if it lets us get on the right angle at any point, and we can get to work on running a path to our garden and mine shaft. Right, with that then done, we're going to run the path up to here. So we're going to start filling the path in. I use gravel for pathways because it just looks, in this particular texture pack, really nice to use it as a path. Stands out against most of the other textures. As you can see, that is our path spinning off there, and we've run out of gravel, so for the time being that's that. Now what I do want to do is just finish off running the stream to the garden. So, and I do want to close the door. What we're going to do is level the little pond off first by collecting some water to do that. Going to go for the main lake to make sure we don't affect the level of the stream. Just going to break up this bit here. There we go. A lot of it freezing over because a lot of this is a snow spawn, unfortunately, but down here we know we're good, so it's not going to freeze over. Right. And with that bit of water collected, we can place that and we have our pond. So now what we need to do is, in the 2 blocks here, run the water underneath our garden. As you can see, this is going to get a little bit tricky. Come up for some air. And our stream is running under our garden as best we can get it at the moment. Right. I'm going to get out of there. There we have it, the stream running under our garden. And what we are now going to do is start to fence off the areas that we need to fence off. So we're just going to put that away and we're going to get some sticks out. Build some fencing. Just to be able to start fencing off our pathway from the rest of the stuff. So with the fencing gathered, what we'll then do is begin our fencing, and this will also stop creatures getting, you know, stuck on our pathway, in our way, and provide that little bit of protection. Not much, but you know, a little bit's better than nothing. So that's the start of our pathway. But we can put together some more sticks with the wood that we had. And what I am going to do very quickly, guys, is turn the game volume down because it's very loud. There we go. That's better for you guys. You can probably hear me a lot better. It just suddenly came up very loudly. With that done, we have more sticks to build more fencing. The extra fencing is another 9 blocks worth, as you can see. And we're just going to run that to here. And then what's actually going to happen is here, the path is going to fit in. And there we have a rough run of our fencing. We do need to get some more gravel, but that'll be a later point. Now, excuse me guys, with that put away, what we can work on is getting the grass around our house, which is going to be the slightly more interesting thing. Now, what I'm going to do is run the grass down this part here. And of course, when we've gone right alongside of our pond, it's very important to just make sure so we don't let the pond expand. We've got a big enough one. Alright, well, that is the start of our grass. Now hopefully the grass will grow from that point. Can't remember exactly what the instructions are to grow the grass myself. It's been a long time since I had to do this. Usually don't work with this kind of spawn, but I thought I'd go with it. Now, something else that's sometimes worth doing with your house is putting a mine entrance in a basement of your house. Now, we don't have a particularly large house, so we wouldn't be able to do that at the moment, but that might come in a future episode. So that's something else for look out for in future episodes. Now this could be turning out to be a very long episode, and I hope that makes up for the lack of episodes that we're, well, not lack of episodes, but the fewer episodes per week, as I was explaining earlier on in the video. Now the reason I'm doing this is just to break up the the sand around the house a little bit, have a little bit of, nice bit of grass growing around. Now future episode wise, episode 6 is probably going to feature us doing some more mining, and creature fighting is probably going to have to come in that episode. We've not seen too much of it here, and it's getting towards the end of the episode, so that'll probably come in episode 6 for you guys. What else I do want to point out is that the fact we are stuck in our, no we aren't, there we are, we have that one gap at the moment, that will get filled in. We will avoid getting stuck in our fencing system. That'll be something to make sure doesn't happen too much. Another thing I wanted to bring up before the end of this episode was, I have spoke in the past about the possibility of a joinable Let's Play. Now I am very much growing to this idea, so that could come up very soon for you guys, and I'm just wondering how many of you guys would be interested in that. If it's a lot, we can get a nice big world going, some nice buildings going on. So because I can't at the end of the day do a huge amount per episode on my own. So, but with this done, we've done quite a bit for the moment. That's all fenced off, that's done there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to finish the episode there, and as I say, in episode 6 we'll do some more mining, probably have some creature battles for you guys to shake things up a little bit. So yeah, this is the end of episode 5 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Apexbulletdemon out.